Guys, this is Lewis
And Kayla.
Brandon.
and this is
What's in the Pod?
All right, today we are going to start up real quick. We have our first live podcast. It's very exciting. I'm very excited about this, and I'm a little nervous, but we get it moving.
Yep.
We have about 8 people here. We're going to talk about a good amount of stuff. We're going to start with numerology at the end. How am I going to say that? We're going to start with numerology at the end.
Now you got that. You started
Anyway.
strong.
Yeah.
We're gonna start with a couple things here, and we're gonna keep on moving. So, we're gonna start with how we start pretty much every single podcast.
Mhm.
How's your week been?
Great.
Great.
Out of work,
Awesome.
it's been good.
It's the best.
Yeah, relaxation.
Mm.
You?
Mine it started off terrible. I'm not gonna lie. I dropped my phone and it broke. Using my old reliable. It's still broken. It's still cracked. I don't know if you can see it here. But I mean, it works. You can use it with Wi-Fi for now. But I was a little upset that I couldn't see any of my family for Thanksgiving because they're scattered all over the place, and some people in Puerto Rico, some people in Mechanicsburg, they have their own lives, so I wasn't mad or whatever. But yeah, I mean, other than that, Thanksgiving was pretty good. I had a stomach bug for like the first day, and I was like not eating at all. Like it was terrible, but I got out of it. And by the time that we got to eating, I was able to eat a little bit. So, how about you?
My week has been pretty hectic, not gonna lie. I've been really busy between work and then podcasts and then friends and my own little dog, Koa. Life has been a little hectic, I'm not gonna lie. And I would like to live the life of a partier every now and then when I should not. I should turn away from those ways, but yeah.
It's okay.
Right now
It's
I'm going
okay.
through a hangover. Yeah, my brain is on fucking lag. It was on a lag there for a second, but yeah.
Her brain's on hangover right now.
Yes. So bear with me.
It's okay. It happens. I mean, it's part of it. You're younger and you're in your party stage.
Yeah.
I did a lot of that when I was a kid. I think when I started in Puerto Rico, it's different because our drinking age is like suggestive. It's not really like
It's still suggesting here, bro.
yeah. I mean, still
It's
here
just a
it still
suggestion.
happens, but a lot of like it's illegal. It's very illegal here for like a kid to be underage and drink and stuff like that. Over there, it's like whatever. Like
As long as you can reach the table, right?
a slap on the wrist or whatever. But I've been drinking since I was 14, so like. I got my first beer, and my mom caught me with a beer that my uncle gave me, and she was like, "Oh, you want to get drunk? Let's get drunk." And then she got me drinking. Then one of our audience guests here, she has seen me in a couple of times where I've been very inebriated, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. She knows our family can definitely party, but we wanted to start with a couple of things. I wanted to ask you, like, what got you into this whole, thing, this whole...
Study of numerology.
Numerology and astrology. It happened in 2012. That whole thing about the doomsday. The doomsday in 2012 is going to happen and still whatever. So,
the Aztecs.
Right. And so, after further looking into it, I found other things, and then I just diving deep. I just dived deep, and I couldn't find what I was looking for. So I basically just forgot everything because I grew up as a Christian. I surrendered my life to preach when I was like 10 years old, to be an evangelist, and that all just went down. Like I just couldn't do it no more. So I broke down, had no one really to talk to, so I turned to meditation. It helped me out a lot. I had no one, so I turned to like music, certain music, Kid Cudi back then,
Love Kid Cudi. He's really good.
Yeah, so that helped me out. And then study of numerology came in 2017 because I was doing like more consciously aware things like with food and the way you treat your body. And then I started numerology, and then I started Vedic astrology, Western astrology, and of all the two, I've noticed that numerology and Chinese astrology with this Earth astrology is more accurate. So I went with that, and I studied for like 4 years straight before I was able to actually come on here and speak. So I've been doing readings here and there. I've got to get my name out there, and once I get the name out there, I can be able to do more and help people out. That's my goal, is to help people and to figure out what they have to do with numerology and Earth astrology. So
that's
good?
Awesome. How do you meditate? To be honest with you, like I've tried it.
You can meditate any way you want, even if you sit in silence. You know what I mean? But breath work, that takes a lot of determination. It takes a lot of time. People are like, oh, I just can't meditate. I can't get out of my head. But what I do to practice is when I breathe in, I'll hold for like 8, but I'll count. Count for like 5-10 minutes, and then you'll be able to do everything else after.
I mean, I've tried it before, but I have ADHD and depression, so like my mind's either really like thinking of really negative or like thinking about 300 things at the same time, and it's like, man, I can't get out. You know, it's always like
or scattered or brains and thoughts.
You know how they say though, I'm gonna clear my mind and try to blank my mind. I can't do that at all.
It's difficult. It really is.
Says Michael says breath work and the Hermic principle.
Yes.
The rhythm.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, he's talking about ayahuasca. Yeah. Psychedelics are a great way to do it. To get into the spiritual world and see what's around us. Yeah.
What's ayahuasca?
That's ayahuasca. Yeah. Ayahuasca. Yeah. It's a psychedelic. It's kind of like similar to mushrooms.
Okay.
So there's different forms you can take. You can drink it and stuff. So.
I've tried mushrooms before, and it was an interesting situation. It was my 25th birthday, and a couple of my friends came over, and my boys, and then my girlfriend's boys were there too. My girlfriend's brother's boys were there, and all that shit, and they were like, "Oh, you should try this," and I'm like, "I don't know, I don't know how I feel about it," and they're like, "It's natural, I promise. It's like, it's good for the body and all that stuff." So I was like, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, dude, let's do it." And I took 3 big pieces.
What was it, like chocolate, or was it the actual
it was like
raw
the actual
form?
raw form.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that was the best way
that's
to
something
do it,
I've never took.
It was like very bitter and like dry,
okay.
and I had to like wash it down.
It's gross. It's gross. It's the worst thing ever.
It's so bad. But you know what? I was like, I'll take it because this is my birthday, and I'm surrounded by people, and it was a good environment. Like I didn't have any negative energies around, because I'm big on that. Like I'm big on energy, and that day was just so fucking awesome. Like my day was amazing. My girlfriend surprised me with like literally almost like my whole family, like the ones that I count as my family. So it was like I tried it, and at first it didn't hit. So I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna go outside. We're gonna smoke. That's when I used to smoke weed. So we went outside, smoked 2 blunts, and I was feeling pretty good. And I went back inside, and that's when it just hit me all at once. Like it wasn't just like there was no ease into it. It was just like boom, and then I saw a lot of stuff. I saw a lot of stuff. You know that episode of SpongeBob where they break the time machine and Squidward's in this like empty white space. Yeah, that's where I was. I was in that, and then.
So you was in the house the whole time?
I was in the house. Well, no. I was in the house at first, and then I went outside.
Okay, yeah.
Apparently, I was talking to the air in Spanish.
Oh shit!
And I was laughing with it. I don't know. I don't remember that, but apparently, I was having some type of like hallucination or something.
That's what they say to go outside, because inside you got the TV. You got no, it's the best place is the nature. Yeah, and then I was, we did a bonfire outside, and like I saw phases in the fire, and it was actually pretty fucking cool. Like I wasn't scared or anything like that. It says here, try peyote. Peyote. Oh, you like the cactus? Is that what it is? Right? Peyote. Say
cactus. You can also try peyote. I think that's the cactus thing.
I haven't heard of that.
I was reading a little Vedic Numerology today, adding birth date or name of vice numbers. Really interested to find the birthday.
Unless I'm stupid or something, I'm pretty sure my numerology number, I was reading about that, it adds up to 9. Unless I'm stupid. I might be stupid.
It goes up to double digits. If you go double digits, you have to add them together or something like that, right?
No, you have to reduce until you get a single digit.
Oh.
So you might be right. I don't know. I don't know you. Just to let you guys know, I don't know.
We wanted to verify this from the beginning. I know I do work with this guy, but I literally do not know him outside of work at all. Like, we don't hang out or anything like that. So this is gonna be like a fair. Like, I know he told me he was gonna try to do something like about me and all that stuff. I have no idea what he's doing. This is not prompted at all. So.
Oh, you're gonna do it for me too, then? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, swag.
I have to.
You have no idea about me. Like,
I don't know anything.
This is the first time
I've
Exactly.
met. Yeah.
We've been like in the same room for like less than 20 minutes. So let's hope.
I thought of doing a weather Mercado deal.
All right.
This is Mercado deal.
And I wanted to ask you then, how did, like, because you were saying that you were spiritual at one point, how does numerology and astrology and the study of it affect you now, knowing that you were once spiritual? Or are you still spiritual?
Yeah. Spiritual is still there.
Okay.
Meditation is still there. I just knew numerology as a key to every day. Like today, I'll use an example today. I want to do a podcast with him. I told him that timing was everything. So today is a double 7.
Okay.
If you add the month, the day, the year, until you get a single digit, today's the 25th. So it's a 7, and you guys can do it out there too, and you'll get another 25, which is a 7, double 7 day.
I was born
it's a
on
good
Saturday,
thing?
too.
So it's a good thing. I help a lot of people that text me about it, and I try not to go too deep into like spirituality, because I did that. You know what I mean? I want something more, because everybody's has their own spiritual reality. You know what I mean? Christian, whatever, as long as you're a good person, and see, life path is just a cheat code in this reality. That's the way I'm using it.
Okay.
So
I know that I think before we talked about it, I think my numerology number, I think you said it was 7 because of the day that I was born or something like that, or I was a 1 or something like that. I don't know what it was. Says here in numerology, ever read of the Fibonacci sequence?
About us.
No, I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is? Oh, cool.
yeah, I'm familiar with
33, yeah. I mean, for me, it's like 7. For some reason, 7 has always been like a number that resonates with me a lot.
If you're seeing 33, that's an influence. That you're an influence to other people.
Oh, he's really, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's fascinating what you're doing. I think it's interesting to see people's views on life, and to see what they like, what their principles are, and all that stuff. Like, so since you do numerology, does like religion go into all that?
Of course.
Also, like, you're still religious and
yeah,
God,
a God. Yeah, I just think the numbers have a frequency. You know, you wake up in the morning, you gotta get up at a certain time. You gotta be at work at a certain time. Without numbers, this reality wouldn't even exist.
Yeah, so, it's kind of like it's literally like the Matrix.
It is the Matrix.
Yeah, it is literally the Matrix.
People have to understand there's a creator, there's a God, but these are the cheat codes I'm giving you today so you can advance.
But I heard that numerology isn't a good thing, because we're not supposed to technically know the knowledge of numerology. Like, I read somewhere about that, like.
It's like forbidden, or.
Well, not that it's forbidden, but it's not like. I read somewhere where my mom was telling me that, like, God wasn't happy that we have all this information through numerology. Like, it is true, some of the things are true about how it works and stuff like that, but it's like stuff that we weren't supposed to know. And I guess it goes in part with like the devil and like him taking information, giving it to us, and that's why some of the things happen now. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not to study. I didn't study none of this.
Yeah.
So.
You're good. You'll understand, but as we further go along,
right.
you'll get it. You'll understand.
So what has been like a lot of the biggest obstacles that you've had going into this?
People that follow but don't practice. You know, people that can be like, okay, I get it, but so what? You know. So I'll explain more of that when we get in.
Right.
So I'll give you examples. Practice is just going up to a random person and just being like, "What's your birthday?"
Okay.
I've been doing that. I do that online. I do that on Facebook.
You did it to me.
I do it to everyone. I do it to everyone I meet. I mean, it's fun. It's scary to some people. Some people don't take it, but I'm just here to help. That's it.
And how do you help when it comes to this stuff?
Because
it's not really a fortune telling though, right?
No, absolutely
it's not. Really
no.
fortune telling. It's more like the
like,
webs of life.
Like he said there, he said numbers have energy.
Says I can't see everyone. Who can you not see?
Yeah, that's right. Fortune telling is impossible. Yeah, that's
Is
impossible.
that Mandy from work?
Exactly, it's a tool to help. Exactly.
Only Lewis. Is it that for everybody else? Do you still see everybody here? Because apparently she can only see me. Maybe like restart the app and open it back up. When you get a chance, click on that link. Okay, I'll click on the link after the.
Can you go back up to what Michael said?
Oh,
I think it was.
Sure. So some numbers have energies, and yeah, fortune telling for profit is a no-no.
Exactly.
But to help people, all things are possible.
But how do you help people when it comes to numerology? How does that work?
I give them 2 to 3 years ahead. I set them up. What you're supposed to do if you follow. Like, for example, what's the best one I can give you? Kobe Bryant. Okay. Right. So, Kobe was an 11 life path, and Michael Jordan was 11 life path. Most people that influence a lot and most athletic are 11 life paths and have charisma. They're the ones in power mostly, and what I mean is 11 is a master number like 22 and 33. Those you do not reduce to a single digit.
Okay.
So they have charisma. I think I already said that, and then. So Kobe and Shaq, they were opposite energy.
Yeah,
meaning
they were opposite animals as well.
Right, exactly. There you go. Yeah, one was a rat, one was a horse, but they did business together to where it made money. Right. So you can work with your opposite energy. Mm-hmm. So, okay. For example, what's your birthday?
May 25th, 1996.
1996. That is a rat. That is the first sign. The rat is friends with the monkey. The rat is also friends with the dragon and has a soulmate as the ox. And what's your birthday?
11/10/2004. November 10th, 2004.
A monkey. See, we have a rat and a monkey here. So they're doing a podcast together. And my birthday's 10/11/85, which is an ox, which is soulmates to the rat. So so they work together.
So it's almost like it's meant to happen.
Yeah, right. It is.
It's crazy though. It's kind of like a web. Like, you're connecting people to
energy.
Numbers
instead
of like doing actual web. It's insane, man. It's pretty cool. I think it's an interesting concept because I know that for the longest time, like as a conspiracy theorist myself, I love conspiracy theories, and a lot of the ones that pop up and more prolific are the ones that say that we're in a matrix type thing, like we're in a simulation or like some type of like program that somebody like we're pretty much like some type of like advanced AI or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody is a main character or something. Is pretty crazy. Shaq says pass the ball, Kobe. Mario, shut up. Yeah, good connection. And like, why is it not like, that's annoying. The red pill or the blue pill? You know for a fact that I'm gonna pick the red pill. I have to pick the red pill. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could unlock all the mysteries of the world right now, like I would definitely, like if Morpheus popped up out from this little corner and said,
Mm-hmm.
"Yo, like pick one," I would just definitely pick the red one.
What else about our birthdays do you know from just us telling you that?
Okay, so say it again.
Monkey, 11/10/2004.
So yeah, you are a non-life path. So you're very argumentative, opinionated. You're a leader.
Wow, don't even start. Why would you even start? Like he's already going.
You're a leader. You're you're entrepreneur. So I see the last year. You had some not so good energy last year, right? Mm-hmm. It wasn't a good year at all. Why? Because monkey is enemies with the rooster, and you were in your enemy year. Okay. So last year with money was probably up and down, no money. But this year, since your birthday, you have found new beginnings.
Okay.
Right? Am I wrong?
No, you're right. That's crazy. That's right.
Okay. So when it comes to dragon, because the dragon and monkey are friends. When dragon comes around on February 10th, you should go hard. Because yes, go hard this year after February. Go now. This is your year to start over.
Okay.
And you're going to be getting rid of a lot of people, a lot of dead weight,
Word.
just to get to where you want to be.
I think I'm gonna.
See, you understand what I'm?
Yeah. No, that's exactly my plan too. Is like I've been telling him.
And as a non, you're adaptive. You can adapt to any situation.
Yeah.
You can get with any crowd. You can go hang out with people that do this and do that. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty insane that he said that. Like every single thing was spot on.
You know what's crazy? Me and her, like, we met out of complete coincidence.
You want to put this down?
And no, I'm joining on here.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm joining on the app so I can follow the comments, so I don't have to keep on scrolling down because that's a little annoying.
No, we got the
Word. Janelle's a monkey too.
Janelle's understanding what I'm talking about. She was a monkey in her enemy year. I don't know how it went for you, but
Dang. So
this year, so you have an enemy. Like it's 12. There's 12 animals. First is the rat.
Right.
Second is the ox.
Okay.
Third is the tiger,
Mm-hmm.
and then the fourth is the cat, and then the fifth is the dragon. So you, as a monkey, you have dragon, you have rat as your best friends. That's the energy that you need to stick around.
Okay.
So when the dragon year comes, because last year was a monkey year, and you probably don't remember, but how was 2016?
That was one of the hardest years of my life, actually, and I remember it because I ran away from my mom that year. It was the year I ran away from my mom, and I eventually.
And after the show's over, I'll show you how I figured all that out.
Really?
Yeah.
I really want to know. That's so insane.
That's insane.
That's not the information I'm going to give out here because that's what usually people pay me to present.
Mm-hmm.
But so and you as a rat, you have the ox, and the dragon, of course. So this year, dragon, how has your year been? Since your birthday, how has your year been?
It's been great, actually. To be honest with you, it's been moving very forward, very fast. I didn't think that I was gonna be here at the moment. This was just like an idea that I had randomly, and me and my best friend have been talking about it for a long time, and he's been busy and all that stuff, so we weren't able to do it together. But he gave me the idea. He says that I would be good in it, and I've had people like come up to me and tell me themselves like, "Oh, you would be good. Like, that would be a good idea for you, like a podcast." And I gave up a little bit. To be honest with you, I gave up, and my girl, and I have her also, like, she pushed me a lot to like, let's go, let's do this, let's get it together, be consistent, and she's been on it, man. I'm telling you, like, me and her have been like on our shit since we started this thing. Even when we didn't have any guests or anything like that, we still made it work, and we still made episodes, and we still had ideas and stuff like that. So it's been very good for me, man. It's been crazy.
Okay, so since I'm speaking about Earth astrology, I'll give you another example. Eminem, he was born in 1990, not 1996, but he was born in the year of the rat. His first album came out in 1996, the year of the rat.
Okay.
So 50 Cent. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me explain this first. There's three, right? So it's the pig, goat, and cat. Those are the three, because the trine. You want to stick to your trine. Mm-hmm. So those three. So, for example, 50 Cent is a cat. I don't know if you've been hearing 50 Cent blow up at all this year or anything from him at all. Okay, but in 2003, this album came out. Mm-hmm. And since he's a cat in a goat year, it worked out for him. Okay. And then Patrick Mahomes, he's also a pig, and he won the championship this past 2019, and that was a pig year.
I was watching this YouTuber earlier, GG33.
Yeah.
And he was explaining about like some of like the like world leaders or presidents and stuff like that.
And they're all
how they tied in like the certain years, like with what's his name, the Nazi, the one that what's his name? I can't remember.
Hitler.
Hitler, yeah,
yes.
Literally Hitler. He had, bro, shut the fuck up. It's like who wants to remember that name anyways? Shut up.
Hitler though.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry, but I knew what I was talking about. Anyways, I was watching a video, and apparently one of the the year that he started killing people and all that stuff like that, there was like significant to. I forget what it was saying, like what specific year it was significant for, but they were mentioning the animals and stuff like that, and how he played a role into it and how it worked out for him.
Yeah, that's why I deal with the Earth astrology, because it goes around. It's 1 year energy. It goes for the whole year.
Okay.
Other energy, Libra, Sun, we get those aspects every so often, but the whole year is focused on that one energy.
And so, wait, do you believe in astrology too? You said,
Yes,
right?
Vedic
So
and Western, I do that as also, but I found out that this is more accurate.
Okay.
So, like with Western and Vedic, it's just aspects of your personality.
Mm.
So,
It's weird. I can see us, but I can't comment.
she says Janelle sucked big time. Hey, now you're good to go. Mandy, what's your birthday?
Okay. Now I see him. 8/16.
There we go.
Now I can see the comments on here. That's
8/16. What's the year?
77.
Oh, so you're having a great year.
Western
You're
astrology.
having a phenomenal.
Yeah, you should be having a great year. Just be, with high knowledge that you have, it comes with being injury prone. You're great to be around.
This is not really.
I'm hearing background.
It's me.
Oh, okay.
She is great to be around, to be honest. Like, she used to work with us. She was a blonde lady.
She used to?
She
She
used to
stopped
be a
working
picker.
there? I don't know what she looks like.
Okay. I know exactly that.
She's very fiery. Like, she's very like a firecracker.
Mm-hmm.
Likes to play. Probably likes to play a lot of pranks. Type of person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great to be around. Definitely great to be around.
So yeah, for you,
Manny's the best. See, Nicole agrees. This is the comments right here, by the way.
oh, okay.
This is more like updated versions of it.
So is there like a sequence you're supposed to like it goes through?
Yes.
Where you-
Okay. Perfect. I'm glad you asked. Because we were just scattered.
Yeah.
We've really been scattered.
Yes.
So, one is leadership.
Okay.
There's not a two, but people that are born on the second are like peacemakers, and they look young for their age.
Okay.
Britney Spears born on the second. Oprah Winfrey's born on the second.
Okay.
Oprah.
Is Beyonce?
We'll get to yeah. But and three is communication. 4 is work. 5 is the entertainer. 6 is home and family. 7 is genius. G, 7th letter, genius. 8 is money, power, karma. 9 is adaptation. 11 is charisma. 22 is master builder or master destroyer. 33 is you influence.
Okay. And so with everything you're supposed to get, we're supposed to like, what is the goal for us? You're telling us all these things, but what are we supposed to take out of it? And like,
To spread it, because we can actually stop certain events, because they surround all events
okay.
during world events they do.
Okay.
Like for example, JFK, he signed a document, and it was on the 11th he signed it, and he was murdered on the 22nd. It's a master destroyer number.
Right.
So
Mario with the random
I was
ass
even
comments.
going to ask you, like, are there certain events that we could have stopped knowing?
like for example, 9/11.
Mhm.
11 is the most emotional number.
Mhm.
It's also the 11th sign in Earth astrology, which is the dog. So if you know anyone that's born in 82, 94, or 2006, don't let them consume any alcohol, because they get really emotional and they can lash out, and it can be a part of addiction. And I'm an 11, I can speak for that. I was born on the 11th, so I try not to get the alcohol, because it's no good.
You said you're 82? Because my mom.
No, 85.
Oh, 85, okay.
This one says, Mandy says, so 16 is what?
16 is a partial 7.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's smarter than most people out there, common sense wise.
Yeah, she definitely
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
I think it's interesting because you know, like like these things that happen during the world or like in history and stuff like that. You think that they're random, but in reality, they're all connected somehow, or they all happen for a certain reason. Like, do you think that, you know, certain events happen
Yes.
because of the day or whatever? Because of like people knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like people knowing that these numbers are like connected or something like that. Like 9/11, let's just
Oh,
say
absolutely,
like they
no.
chose 9/11 because
Yes.
they know that it had some type of significance in the numerology.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. And
Yeah.
what do people do with that 11? Because 11 is emotional energy. If you've been around anybody that's born on the 11th or 20th or
You
29th,
said 9 is adaptation, right?
Yep.
So 9/11.
yep, exactly. And then if you add the dates together, 9, and then when you do 11, make sure you keep it together because only you do a single digit if it's not a master number. So it's 9, 11. So you get 23 out of that, which would be 5, and that's change.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's crazy because
So-
obviously everything changed after that.
So if you know anybody that's born on the 5th, the 14th, the 23rd, they have a problem with changing their mind too much. They can't stick to one thing. And they also like to travel. They travel a lot. So,
That's pretty crazy, man. That's pretty insane.
And so what are like there's strengths and weaknesses to like when you're born, right?
of course,
So
yeah.
what are our strengths and weaknesses?
As in numerology or...
Yeah, like our days
Whatever.
and whatever.
I can't.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I can't. That's something I can't
Yeah, yeah,
discuss.
okay.
I can't go into that. But
No,
I,
no,
I
that's
will
something-
share with you guys after.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to get into like what you know about me and all that stuff, like oh, you know how you said you were gonna get into something. Like you don't have to get into everything,
Alright,
but
exactly.
like get to the like pretty much the basics or like what you can tell, like what they expect if they want a reading from you or like whatever, like a
Okay.
service from you.
Yeah, you're gonna get 2 or 3 years ahead of me, ahead of yourself. I'm gonna give you. You're gonna get all the tools that you need day to day, and what pinfalls you have to watch for.
Have you ever seen the show called Touch? Did you get to
Mm-mm.
watch it at all? So there's this show called Touch, and it's about like this autistic kid, and it's very nonverbal, very non like confrontational or like doesn't like to be touched or anything like that. It was really interesting show. I'm pretty sad that they canceled it after the second season, but it was a really interesting show because in that show it showed almost what you describe as numerology in a way where everybody's connected in a certain way through numbers, like certain things. Like the kid would like write a sequence of numbers, and then the dad had to like figure out what that sequence of numbers meant, and then that would be a certain situation or a certain, you know, a certain type of like event that could have been prevented because of the fact that the kids, you know, wrote that sequence of numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know that they had like some type of bomb in a I think it was a washing machine or something that it was gonna blow up. Like you could tell in the show that if they weren't able to stop what was going on, the bomb was gonna blow up and it was gonna hurt a lot of people. And the kid like wrote like the sequence of numbers and they connected certain people to certain people, and then those people ended up like preventing the actual thing from happening, which is pretty crazy.
I have another question for you though.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know all the numerology and astrology shit, do you ever avoid people like knowing going into it? You're like, you know, I can't be friends with
No.
you based off of.
No,
You know?
I was going to know what to look for because everybody, you put a certain person in their environment,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to be different.
Okay.
You know, so put me at work, and I'm like, I don't want to be around these people and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I want to go home and just go there, do my business, and go home. So, yeah.
Okay. So you didn't let that affect your.
No. When I talk to other people, I let them know, but I'm not telling them just because you're an ox to avoid a goat. I'm marriage, but numerology supersedes astrology. So astrology would be second, numerology would be first.
Okay.
So you want to look at the numerology first, and then
And is there certain things in astrology that you wouldn't believe. Like you tell other people, like it's not true.
Give me an example.
I don't know, like when they explain like certain, like even zodiac signs, like they explain certain like traits people have. Or like,
Oh yeah, they're aspects of your personality, but that your life path is telling you where to go.
okay, so they're right most of the time.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I don't get with the whole, because it's starting to make it feel like a feel good doctrine. So I don't like when they say, oh, you're gonna meet this person this day, or you can get this amount of money, prove it. I'm gonna come here and show you guys, examples.
Right.
Exactly. If they can't prove to me how I'm gonna make this money next week, then I don't want to hear it.
Right.
But they're the ones getting, all the views and everything, which I don't understand. But it's all right. It's okay.
Mandy asks, so is he sensitive to like ghost type things as well? Like, can he come across someone and see things from them?
Did you say ghosts?
Yeah.
No, I'm just reading frequency. Numbers have carrier frequency.
It's not like an actual psychic. Psychic people like I don't believe in those at all. Actually,
Most of them are frauds. Yeah.
Yeah, most of them are frauds. I think the only people that I don't think any of them are true, to be honest. Like, I mean, I know sometimes they seem like it, but I think it's only because they really do their deep research on people when they come in.
Of course.
Like, if you go to like a back alley like psychic, they won't be able to tell you much, to be honest with you. They'll tell you like general stuff. Like, they'll know how to read people. Like, if they say, "Oh, I see a woman," "Oh no, a man," and then they'll see like little like facial expressions that you do, like micro expressions. They'll go into that because they saw like your little eye twitch or whatever when they mentioned a man or a woman or whatever.
I have another question for you though. Do you ever get like people that you ask the birthday and then you're like you tell them what their traits are or whatever it is, and then you see that they're actually the opposite? Like are there any people who go against what numerology and what you study?
With them denying it, or
No,
just
no,
with
just
the
like
sequence?
They literally are. Like,
Oh,
it's
no.
not the, like, they
No,
are the
there's-
opposite of what numerology
No.
says.
I've never had that.
Okay.
No.
Really?
So normally
Yeah.
when you tell people and you ask them about their birthday, it correlates exactly to what it's
Oh, yeah.
supposed to.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
pretty.
Because everybody carries energy. You know what I mean?
It's all about energy.
Yep, it's all about energy. Well, all energy just moving around. If we could see it, it'd be a different world. But we can't see it, so we have to go off our intuition. So.
So is there a reason why we are born with the specific numbers? we have? Like why is it that?
I can't say why we're born that way, but when you're born, you're imprinted energy. You have that throughout your whole life. And then people don't understand you. Like 11s, for example. There'll be ones to argue, but then the ones that back off as well. They get too emotional.
Okay.
And 22s, they're the same way, but they'd rather have structure. So.
Okay.
It says here, Michael says, energy is a current. You can pick up on it, but it's like surfing. Catch the wave and ride it until downturn.
Like, for example, like when a dragon year comes for you and you, go hard. Go hard or whatever you want to do, because you get one shot. You know what I mean? And from what I've seen,
more likely to be successful when a dragon year actually happens.
it depends on numerology. And like I said, I was going to share that with you. I can't give that out here.
Right. Okay.
But yeah. So next year, you two go hard. And anybody listening, that's a dragon, a rat, needs to go extra hard, and a monkey. Ox.
Yeah, he did tell us that.
I was gonna say, how does that work though? Like how? Because you said one of my like the rooster year is bad for me, but like, how do you know if it's gonna be a rooster?
No, rooster year.
Or what was it?
It was a tiger.
Tiger year.
Yeah, tiger year is last year.
Tiger year, I'm not. Okay.
Yeah, tigers. You know anyone that's born 86, 98.
Okay. All right. But how do you know that's going to be that year? Like, why is lion year those specific years?
It goes by the lunar moon cycle.
Okay.
So it's different. So like next year, it's February 10th. Year after that, it'll be February 20th.
Okay.
I have to look that up, but yeah.
All right.
So it's not every. You have to, when you look up your Earth astrology, you have to actually look it up because the dates do change.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So they change.
They do change,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Mandy asks, so what am I when it comes to the animal? What animal is good for me, or what number would align with me?
I can't speak on the number compatibility, but 77, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're a cat. So your best friends would be a goat and a pig.
And I know that my enemy was, I think, was a cat, right?
No, your enemy is
my
the
enemy
horse.
was a horse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because 2020 was not so good, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you believe in angel numbers?
Yes.
Stuff like that?
Oh, you mean like 444, 1111? Yes.
And how does that work?
1111. If you see it, you see make a wish, right? But 1111, like I
That's a
said,
good question.
like I said,
I was gonna ask him about that too. That's crazy.
yeah, 11 is emotion.
Okay.
So when you're making a wish, you want to put that emotion, that desire into it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how you manifest what you want. Making a wish and being in the mental is not
Right.
going to get you. You have to do everything through emotion
Okay.
to get what you want. So when you see that time come, emotionally dive deep and get what you want.
So because I see a lot of I see angel numbers all the time, and I see it all the time, especially when I
you
was
see
out of
555?
work. Yes. that one
555
was
means change is coming, or you're
Okay.
going to travel.
bad. Okay. As I see 555 line, I see 222. Way too much. But I
Mine
always
is
see
777.
angel numbers all the time though, consistently. Throughout the day, I can honestly say I pick my phone up and somehow it's
Yeah.
always an angel number. And I always say it's the weirdest thing.
You
I don't know how the
you
hell
see
it is.
1111?
I see 11
Then you're-
and I see different
Was
ones.
1111 was the first one probably you've seen?
Yeah, that
Okay,
one,
if that's the first one, you're evolving.
yeah. Okay.
You know, you're 2004, and to evolve at that early is amazing. Because not many. I started when I was 28 to think this way, so it was.
Michael says, "Ooh, the lunar calendar is a good resource for Gaussian energy, waxing / rising, waning / falling. Sorry, trying to understand this isn't my thing, so good to learn it."
Michael, today is a 7-day, so it's more listen than speak. So, yes, I don't know anything about that type of astrology, but we can get in that later.
Do you believe when they say angel numbers, is it actually that you think that angels are trying to give us messages, or how does that work?
Lewis mentioned it earlier, a matrix.
What does that mean, really?
We live in a virtual reality.
Okay.
Okay.
They're like little freaking
This is a video game.
Right.
So without numbers and without sequence, without frequency, I wouldn't be able to do this
Right.
without it being. And then when Vedic is Western, they're going to they need to know everything. Your
Okay.
time of birth. And I could do this without time of birth.
Okay.
But that goes more deeper, so.
There's a lot of things that you can go really deep into. Like I said, there's a lot of things that he can't talk about because of the fact that it goes into what he would have to do in a full reading, other than just a general study. But I mean, it is an interesting thing because I believe that everybody is connected some type or another, even if it's enemy
Right,
year or
right.
whatever. Everybody has some type of role, and it comes into the whole matrix thing. Because in reality, I don't really think that. You know how it comes into reincarnation and all that stuff. You see people reincarnated in many hundreds of years after. If you see a lot of the famous people, they have pictures from people from 300, 400 years ago that look exactly like those people, and it's I don't know if you've noticed. There's this story about this little girl. I don't know if you believe in this. I'm just throwing it out there, but there was this little girl who was born here in America, and she got to a certain age where she can speak, and she was telling her parents how that's not really her name. Her name is Christy or something like that. She was like, "That's not my name. My name is this and that. I come from somewhere in India, blah blah blah." She was telling her her parents about this whole other life that she lived. She was like, "Oh, my husband's name is this, my kid's name is that, this and that." And they just chalked it up as imagination. They didn't want to believe her. They didn't want to it was just whatever. But the girl just kept on going. So one day she was the parents were like, "You know what? I'm just gonna go along with it, and then let's just take a trip over there to see." And the girl literally went to India, showed them how to get to her house. They knew her husband's name, her kids' names, and everything. Little details that not anybody normally would know about those people. She knew, which is pretty insane. I mean, it could have been just a coincidence, but I don't know, man.
I believe you can pick up on that. I do.
So what are some basic things that you want them to know that you can't share about numerology and stuff that you study? Is there anything that we missed that you would like them to know that you think is interesting, or just some things that we've already talked about, if that like we want to go into further, anything?
Not at the moment. Questions would work. Questions get the ball rolling.
Right. My brain went
You're pretty
blank.
good with the questions.
To
be honest, she's like more of the question person. I'm more of a talker. Like we've situated that. She's amazing with questions, man. I'm telling you. Like she usually.
I can dig deep, but
she's
I can't
really,
really
like,
talk. I just suck at talking.
It's okay.
Jinx.
Okay. Show your example of how
He does do private readings, by the way. He does. That's why we're talking about this in the first place.
It's hard for me to.
He has his own thing where he goes, and I'm gonna link all that stuff into the. When I post it on YouTube, I'm gonna post all your like links to your Facebook and social media and stuff like that. He does do private readings. You do have to pay for it, but it is. I'm telling you, it is worth it because from the conversations me and him have had before. He pretty much pushed me to do what I'm doing now. In a way, like he confirmed what I'm doing is correct. So, I mean, as you can tell, people love my podcast. People love listening to it, and I'm looking to give other people more platforms. Also, not just like people that just usually just do Facebook posts like him, or don't do videos and all stuff like that. I'm giving them a platform for them to like explain what they do and how they can help people, and yeah. That's pretty much it. I'm just trying to help people out. I'm trying to help myself out, and I know our year is gonna be next year, so it's gonna be insane.
But
I know
for you, for next year, it's gonna be good. But watch the emotions. Watch.
He said, so
watch the emotions of next year. Some things are gonna go on outside of you that you can't control. But other than that,
I'm focused on the grind. Stay up.
Yeah, she's.
I mean, it's crazy that you say about the whole emotions thing. I know there's a lot of change coming because I know for a fact that I'm not gonna stay in this job for a long time. I don't know if I told you, but I said by the time that I hit a year, I'm gonna look for another job and hopefully I'm gonna find something better. I mean, it's not a bad job, but it's just like it's just too much on my body now. Like my back is always hurting and stuff like that, and I just need a job where I can sit and use my brain instead of my body. I mean, I'll do workout and stuff like that to get fit and stuff like that outside of work, but for right now, I just need something to like help me relax because it's not good for my mental, man. It really isn't. My job is that place is not good for my mental health.
I was gonna say though, you should tell them a little bit more about like your numerology, like who you are, how you're, whatever you can.
Oh, my own numerology? Oh, okay. So I'm born 10/11/85. That would be 11 ox. I'm an 8 life path. So my job here is to balance the material and balance the spiritual. 11 is spiritual, 8 is material.
Okay. Does the, like, I wanted to ask too, like, does the month, day, and then
all of it matters.
All of it matters? Okay.
Leo is the 5th sign.
Okay.
5 is travel, entertainment, and what do the Leos like to do? So that's how Western astrology corresponds with it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you would so you don't only just add them up and find out what your total number is.
Everything. It goes deep. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
He has this whole thing like where he does like a I don't know if, what would you say it was a page or like a thing. I don't know if you said that you were gonna make a thing for somebody that you did.
Oh yes. I do written ones. Written readings. Those are, if you want one, those are the same price, but they come with a lot more.
Is there a rule on how many years you can tell somebody about themselves? Like, because you said you only do 3 years.
I can go further. Okay. I can go further. Yeah, of course. So I can actually time the day that you probably die.
Really?
Death. Yeah.
But that's not good though, right? You're not supposed to do that?
It's not good, but it you're curious. When I'm doing this, I get curious.
Yeah. So did you ever do it to yourself? Did you ever time out?
No.
No. Why not?
I have a feeling, but I'm not.
Why not?
Gonna say.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to know when I die either. Why would you want to know?
Well, if he has that gift, I think I would want to know.
I would not want to know.
Live your life the best you can.
Let's just put it this way: my enemy year is coming up in 2027.
Okay.
So when your enemy comes up, you want to lay low. You don't want to get married. You don't want to start a new job. You don't want to start a family, girlfriend. You just want to hibernate, basically. Do everything that you did the day before. Don't start anything new. That's just, basically lay low.
So would you say that your life runs pretty smooth because of the fact that you're aware of how numbers work and affect you?
Yes.
So like you avoid a lot of the things that
Yes.
a normal person that didn't know anything could avoid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Mandy wants to know what numbers are pig and a goat.
Pig?
Yeah, like what year?
Pig is the 12th sign. Well, I mean, what years?
I mean, no, I don't know if it's the year, but like they want to know like the
Where's that at?
Right here.
Oh.
I'm shaking the table, and I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realize that until just now.
Do you want to know numbers with pig and goat? Like, what were they? Reword that, because I don't know if you're saying like pig is the 12th sign. I don't know if that's what you're asking.
And then the goat.
Yeah, the goat. Yeah.
12th sign. What do you mean, like?
Like it's the 12th sign of the Earth zodiac. Like monkey, that's another thing. 9th sign monkey, and you're a non-life path.
So what does that mean?
So it's adapting. So you'll be able to go about your business. Like it's more freedom for you. Like I'm trying to do better.
No, that's honestly true because I have moved a lot in my life. So like,
Let's put it this way: you're a non, right? A 6 is more. You look at the numbers, right? Non is got the head. 6 is more of a belly.
right.
You have more of the the ego, right? The fucking, you know what I mean? The more want to give. Not a know-it-all, but you can be a type of person that can get your way. You're a type of person that can do anything to get your way, but you don't do it. You don't do it to, you know what I mean?
Like malicious intent.
No.
Like I'm just trying to get up, man.
like
I'm
yo,
trying to
I
get
need
up. If you're in my way, get out the way. Gosh. He's being disrespectful. This is why I need a new co-host. I'm kicking him off his own fucking podcast.
Another example of a rat and an ox is Mark Zuckerberg.
Ooh.
He is married. He is a rat married to an ox, and they've been married for 20 years.
Wow.
And their numerology does correspond.
Say, do you know when, like, with that marriage and like relationships, do you normally typically know when that's gonna happen too for people, or like what year is more likely for that to happen?
Yeah, for them to proceed
What? How do you know that though? Like, what gives that away? What type
I can't.
Oh fuck. Well,
Yeah, that's
I
a
can't.
question that you can't.
That's
That's
yeah.
the question that goes into two.
That goes.
Maddie says, like you said, I'm a cat with 77. So what is a pig? So what it pretty much is, it all depends on the year. It's not the same year every single time. You know what I'm saying? So like it's.
I think she is asking for the year of a pig though, because you told her she's a cat based off of the year 77, so she wants to know what.
Oh, the year of the pig is 95, 83.
There you go. Yeah.
2005. Yep.
How
2007, my fault.
How often do those change then? Again?
They never change.
So those
They
years
all
never
go in
change.
sequence.
What was,
Every 12 years you get hit with enemy sign.
okay.
So, and then you got 2 good energy.
Okay, so
follow.
you said 2016 was a bad year for me. And then, what was the other one?
Oh,
No. That was 2016?
2022.
So this year?
that's true.
Last year? Oh, fuck. Oh,
Yeah, last
fuck.
year. Yeah.
Okay,
Last year
yeah.
last year you were going through a lot. Do that. This year you need to cut people off and do what the hell you want to do.
To be honest, I think like us meeting was destined. To be honest, because I mean, a lot of people like they watch our podcast and they're like, "You guys are perfect for." Like, I mean, even Mandy just said it a little bit ago. She said, "You guys are awesome together." And
I think she said that you were good at speaking. I don't think she mentioned anything.
She said she literally said it. I think it's up here somewhere.
Oh, well then thank
She
you.
said
I
you two
swear I'm
are-
not good at speaking.
She said, "You two are amazing together." No, but even if you're not good at speaking, we have amazing conversations all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not like it's. Oh, we might have ghosts, by the way.
Oh shit.
No, yeah.
But I was gonna say, do you think that numerology goes into like things are like people are destined, things are destined, like?
I do believe that. I do believe things are predetermined.
Okay.
That's gonna. maybe far-fetched for a lot of people, but I think things we go about our day, like yesterday, home and family, which no, it's not my fault. Yesterday was the 24th, 25th?
The 24th.
Okay, so it's home and family. So day before that was the 23rd, which was entertainment. Traveling, most people traveled on that day. So it does go a sequence. My kid always asks me, Dad, what day is it? You know, because he knows, like, okay, it's 11 day. And he's like, oh, okay, it explains it. Like, I told him about his girlfriend. I said, this year, it's not going to work. Because anything you start, I'm going into that oh, shit.
Well, that's good that you can help your family, though. Like, you warn your son
Yes,
about
absolutely. He's on board. He helps other people. He hasn't got everything, but he got the basics. Like this year coming up, he's a dog. And anyone listening, if you're a dog, in 94, 2006, 82, lay low that year. This coming up dragon year. And I tell him to this year lay low. Like he's worried about it. But as long as he don't make no big moves. My enemy year in 2003, it was a goat year.
And so how do you avoid bad years that
you just gotta lay low. You don't take big risks.
Okay.
And don't get married. Don't have a baby. Most people that have babies in their enemy year, it's the next year isn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Just put it that way. It's not a great thing to.
So if you take a big risk, the year of your enemy, the next year is gonna be bad.
Most likely.
Okay.
I've seen it because repetitively, yeah.
Mandy's so nice. She said, Tara said that she's an awesome speaker and she has an amazing personality and so outgoing, and you guys balance each other out.
Aww.
We do balance each other out, to be honest. I mean, we have a lot of like the same like jittery energy.
Well, let me see.
We're very like.
Oh shit! He's about to fact check you. Like, hold on.
What's your birthday again?
May 25th, 1996.
Okay, so there's
May 25th. There it is. Smarter than most people. You said what? 1996, right? Yeah, that's right.
So because he was born on the 25th today, does that make him luckier today because it's another 25th in the day?
Yes.
So
he
if you have the
picked
same.
Today
yes.
was,
Today's the day I picked.
Yeah.
Oh, because of his day. Okay.
No, because it's a double 7 day. You can when it's a 7 day and you want to learn, you will remember it better. You obtain the knowledge better.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And also helps that
Yeah.
No, shut
What'd you say? March? What?
May.
Yeah. 37. So if you're in the single digit, he's a 1, and you're born on the 10th. That's 1. So both have 1 energy there.
So we are similar and more compatible.
Yeah.
Word.
He's more of the
Get
communication.
gosh.
Communicating.
I was here first of all. I was born before you, so stop hopping off my shit. Okay?
So you're a 1 life path. So with your birthday, I could see that sometimes communication with what you're doing now. Absolutely. It's what you should be doing. You have to, only thing you got to worry about is being injury prone. Because that comes with being, you know what I mean, sick sometimes and stuff like that. Just take care of your body. This year is a universal 7 year.
That's crazy. Because I just got a concussion the other week. Remember?
That's okay. I understand. Okay, so 2023 is a universal 7 year. 2 plus 2 is 3. Okay, so during the 7 universal year, you've probably seen people get hurt, accidents, also relationships. People in relationships have been failing. You'll see a lot of divorces. So,
okay.
For example, 2020 was when they locked this down, right? Okay, that's 4. So 4 is hard work, and it's also law and order. July 4th, 1776 was the day of, no shit. July 4th, 1776 was Declaration, right? So, and then Donald Trump is also a 4 life path. See, and his son is actually born on the same day, month, and he's also a 4 life path. So you don't think, I think these people in power use this. They use this.
And do parents play a role into the...
Absolutely.
So how do they play a role?
As in a certain number and a frequency can create an old soul.
Okay.
Like, Like 11s, you need to find out who their parents are. 22s or 33s. Yeah.
Okay. And there's just to certain numbers, or like they could technically, parents could affect from whatever
Of course.
number. But.
I know some right now that are parents, that is a mom and dad, that they had their child in the enemy year. Are they going to get along? Possibly, but their temperament is going to go up a little bit more. I haven't had that situation, like seen it firsthand, but I've heard stories that it's uncomfortable for most people.
Okay.
So.
Manny wanted to know 12-8-76. Is that a number she should stay away from? Like, is that a person she should stay away from?
That's one of your.
No, that's a dragon, and you're a cat. So I would say, and then you're also born. That person is on the 8.
Are there gray areas for people too? Hey, just I don't forget the question. Got it. I don't have to answer right away.
What's that? 1976.
76. Yeah.
No.
So it's not a person you should stay away from.
No, it's not.
Okay.
They're going to share a lot of knowledge together. They're going to, yeah.
Okay. So there goes your answer. And as
I was
she
gonna
was saying,
say, is there gray areas to it? So like, there's people to avoid. There's people that are clearly gonna be.
I really don't avoid anyone though. I do give people benefit of the doubt. But there's things I'll look for. So, for example, people that are born in rat years, they can be more manipulative. So, but also they also have the best sense of danger. They can also sense danger and figure out what's coming next. Their intuition is on point. Their dreams are on point. They're one for a reason. They're the, and the ox is 2. 1 is the brain. The rat is the brain. The ox is the muscle. So.
Okay. So are there like certain ones that are like certain animals that are higher than others, or like
attributes?
Yeah.
Of course. I bet UFC using Earth astrology and numerology. I bet NFL and NBA using numerology and astrology. And I have found that tigers and ox, dragons, mainly are the
I think
fighters.
we talked about this before about the whole like UFC and fighting stuff. Yeah. Like, and also like basketball and stuff like that too. Right? There's a couple of characters, like I almost said characters, like they're in a game. I mean, we are in a game, but certain players, like certain players have certain years where they're like gonna do really good, like Patrick Mahomes and stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely. He won the Super Bowl last year. Now Philly is a rooster team, right? So they're in a transition the day after into a cat year. So last year was it was a tiger year. My fault. Tiger and monkey. So Jalen Hurts is a monkey, and he failed at the Super Bowl and gave it away to the energy that came in with two days after.
Okay.
So you'll see a sequence there. Kobe Bryant won it in his friendly energy. Everybody I've pretty much looked at won it. So I have LeBron James this year. He's a rat going into a dragon year. I have him winning championship this year.
Okay.
So, and I also have.
We can look back on this video.
That's
too,
fine.
once
That's
that
fine.
happens.
I have predicted the Kansas basketball a couple of years ago. I predicted that one before the tournament started.
I feel like y'all should listen to this right now, so that when you guys have to, if you guys decide that you want to bet,
Yeah.
this guy has the best information for it. I would believe him.
There's still a possibility that it might be a little different, but I mean, it's usually pretty spot on.
He said from his experience, he's never been wrong though. So.
No, I've been wrong.
Oh, you have?
I've been wrong. What, sports betting?
Oh.
Of course.
Well, I meant like with people and like.
No. When I do the readings, but I've had people like Mormons. I had Jehovah's Witnesses come to my house, and I introduce it to them, and they come back the next day. They do, because they're very intrigued by it.
I think you talked about that guy that you mentioned it, and he was like, "That there's no way."
Right. Yeah, he was in denial, but he came back the next day.
Is there anything you want to talk about for astrology when it comes to us that you know about?
I think I pretty much covered everything.
So it goes hand in hand, basically, numbers and astrology. Okay.
But the number is superseded. So numbers
always supersede.
Right.
So I wanted to ask, Scorpio that fits, right?
Mm-hmm.
How does that tie into numerology? Or is there ways that you could pay attention to like Scorpio?
Well, Scorpio is death and rebirth. You're a 9. That's completion. So yeah, that ties in right into it.
There's no 13th zodiac, right?
No.
No. Mario, man, you got the weirdest questions, bro. There's no 13th zodiac. There's only 12.
I've heard that before though.
What, for real?
Yeah, I've heard.
Okay.
I've heard people talk about it, but I've never went into it.
Do you believe in?
It says, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Mandy's got a question.
It says her daughter's 10/1/2000.
Daughter 2/1/2000. Oh yeah, she's gonna have a great year. She's also a very. You'll probably get you a lot in her because she can be opinionated, argumentative. 10.
Yo, I'm tired
Is
of
that
his
10? Is
eyes.
that 10?
Every time he says something about me, he's like, his eyes get wide. Like, bro, what's going on? Like,
Neck. She's just spot on. Like you said, I mean, we
Oh,
talk
and
about this
dragons,
all the time, so
is that a girl or a boy?
girl.
It's a girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's probably very pretty.
Yeah,
Most dragons,
I would say
and
she's
tigers are
very
the most
wow.
She's very
pretty ones. Yeah.
Yeah, her daughter's very
Now the goat men or women love fashion.
ooh, interesting.
That's my downfall. So yeah, so it's kind of like, not to make it, but the rooster and cat, enemy signs. You got the cock and the pussy, right? See what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
See, so it goes hand in hand with that.
I was gonna say, I read earlier. There's like the 5 elements or whatever though. Do you believe
Oh yeah,
that?
yes, yeah, fire, yeah,
So that works in hand.
yes.
So how does that play a role?
In the Earth astrology,
Mm-hmm.
like,
What do you mean by elements? What does that mean?
Like fire.
you mean
water,
fire, water,
earth.
stuff.
Like when it comes to
metal.
personality and stuff, or what? Or like what? I'm
The
confused.
overall energy.
Yeah, the overall. Like, how does it play?
Yeah.
It really doesn't.
So, okay.
Yeah, it really
That's
doesn't.
pretty straightforward.
It really doesn't.
It really doesn't.
But you believe in that stuff,
What's that?
like the fire, like the 5 elements.
Of course. Yeah.
But it has no tie back to that.
Mario just sent me something. Says Ophiuchus, 13th constellation of Zodiac tonight. Says Ophiuchus is the serpent bearer. But it's not.
I'm
something
not. That's
not
not tied
something
into
that's
numerology.
tied in- yeah, it's not tied into.
If it is, show me. But yeah.
Yeah, we could always talk about all this stuff after the podcast, and
Mhm.
we'll create a little group chat if you guys want, and we can all talk about it and stuff
Right.
like that. But there's a lot of things that you guys have, like specific questions that you definitely can't answer unless you do a whole reading. But yeah, I mean it's pretty interesting because I think that what do you like? So people that have like their enemies, right, in the zodiac, those are people that shouldn't be together, or like, or
You
shouldn't
mean?
be friends or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay. For example, business like Shaq and Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
They was always fighting on the court.
Mm-hmm.
But they handled their business. You know.
Right.
they're friends. Too.
Right.
Yeah.
So the best two that I can think of that have matching energy is Beyonce and Jay-Z. They have everything matching.
Everything.
Everything. Their
No
day of
way.
birth, and
Get the
everything.
fuck out.
Yep. They know. They do know. Hold on, I think I wrote it down.
Shay, are you like? So it's good that So you're supposed to be paired with somebody who's just like you.
No.
No.
I wouldn't go.
Okay.
But they're not the same earth animal though, but they're the same numerology.
Is it bad to be paired with somebody who's just like you?
Yes.
In what ways?
terrible.
It's
Would you want another one
it's
of
you're gonna be you're gonna be a little competition there.
I would
I'm
want
not
like-
that bad.
Like for example, if I get with an ox woman, she's gonna be more of a do this, do that type of person. You know what I mean?
You're
Oxes
already
are very
But we're not the
demanding.
same. You're a monkey and I'm a rat. There's a whole different thing. So like, it's not like it's.
Yeah, but I think I could deal with another me. And I feel like because I know how I am, there's certain passions that I enjoy about myself that I would want.
Yeah, but there's certain things about your personality not everybody has.
Yeah,
you
but I
what I'm
already
saying?
know
Like,
how I
even
am,
though-
so if I know I'm hot-headed and I know that I have another hot-headed person, I feel like it might be easier to deal with because we already know how we are.
No.
I want to see how that goes. I really do. I want to see.
No, because in zodiac signs, they say, like, if you look up zodiac signs and compatibility, it says, like, if you look it up, technically, because I'm a Scorpio, I'm more compatible.
with water. Well, yeah, you need to, yeah.
With, I saw that another sign that I would be good with is my own. Like another Scorpio, but I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
that, yeah.
You and me in and out. I saw we should be twins. Who you talking about, me or her?
What did she say?
I think she's talking about you. It's like me, like she's almost the same as you. She wants to have somebody like the same as her.
Yeah, no, because I feel like it makes more sense.
Oh, Nicole.
Let me look this up.
But I do get where they could be, but especially since I'm a Scorpio, if you look up what Scorpios, how they act and how they are to begin with, putting another Scorpio around might not always be the best idea.
Having a Scorpion around in general.
Actually?
Bro, today you decided to be a certified fucking hater. Like, you woke up and said, I'm going to choose to hate on Kayla the entire pod. Like, go back to bed and retry.
First of all, I've been a whole backseat driver this whole thing because you guys
Shut the fuck up. You're a liar. You've not been a backseat driver. This is 50-50 and 50.
So, with Diddy, you know what's going on with P. Diddy right now?
Oh, the whole, like, Tupac thing?
Right.
Yeah.
So, he's a 4 life.
He's getting charged because of...
He's not getting charged. He's getting looked at for, like, an investigation.
Murder. But it was him.
For
it was
being
clear.
part
Right. So,
mean,
he's a...
Even Eminem said it.
Mm-hmm. He's a rooster?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And his enemy years is a cat. And he's a 4 life path. So, if he don't...
So
see, now he's... 4 is law and order. So it's coming for him now.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's over for him.
Yeah.
Especially with the numerology. His ass is locked up.
Yeah, he's done. He's done. He's done.
Damn.
Says Lewis, you leave her alone. I'm not coming at her. I'm not coming at her. But you need to understand. Right? This is a whole everyday thing, okay? She comes at me all the time. So I'm coming back at her. I just do it on the stream.
He starts it all the time, and then I have to finish it, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, we just a normal thing. You're stupid."
That's bullshit. You know that's bullshit.
Yeah, I only come at you when it's Fortnite.
It's also being a sign astrology and not playing a part. Example: if someone is an alpha sign but doesn't react nor play the part, usually subtle in their actions.
Bro, let me read this because you're really bad at this. There's also
what do you mean?
There's also being in a sign astrology and not playing the part. Example: if someone is an alpha sign but does not react nor play the part, usually subtle in their action.
I just
I'm not gonna lie. I still don't understand what I just read. Like, I'm not retaining the information right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe it's just.
You have to word that differently. Go back and word that differently.
I think it all depends. I mean, so people say that Gemini is very like split decision and like very indecisive. Also, like we have 2 personalities. I do agree with a lot of the stuff but if you talk to somebody that is all about zodiac signs, they will tell you some things where you're just like, that's not me, man.
Right.
Like, that's not me at all. Not even close.
Yeah, it's
like I had somebody literally come to me and with whole confidence, tell me a whole bunch of stuff about what Geminis and what I would be.
Right.
And I'm over here like, nah, man.
Because you have all that in your personality. Yeah. You could be a Gemini sun and have a Virgo moon, but you're like, I don't want to fuck with Virgos, you know what I mean? But it's in you already. But the moon is about emotions and stuff. So, but yeah, I see exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things that, she pissed me off, to be honest with you. Like,
somebody did astrology?
Yeah. She did a whole, like, reading with, like, She went through a whole thing where she, like, looked up all the stuff and she gave me all the information and she was like, oh, I know this about you and this about you. This is how you are. And I'm like...
And how was that? No?
I was like, no, that's not me at all. Because she said something about, like...
Did you give her time of birth at all?
No.
So she just based it off of your day?
Off my month and whatever. But she was like, oh, you're, like, sometimes you can be fake or you can be, like, this and that. I'm like, no, I'm probably the coolest person you'll ever meet.
You're the most social creature out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're the most social person.
Like, everybody can be a little fake here and there, but I've never been, like, fully, like, oh, I've done this person super wrong. Like, I've never really hurt anybody on purpose.
I have another question for you. Mm-hmm. Is there anything, like, in your day-to-day life, like that you see a number, let's say you look at the clock and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
it's spiritual, like you
Right.
feel
Today, I've been seeing 111 all day today.
Oh shit, my bad.
111.
Yeah. So, yeah, that does happen. Like when I see 555,
And
like
so
last
because
year.
you're spiritual, you
No, it's because you're spiritual. It's everybody sees it. It's just they just don't even pay
Right.
attention to it.
No, I know, but I meant like because you're spiritual and you study the numerology,
Mhm.
you know what they are like what those because sometimes
Mhm.
you believe there are messages to you, right? So
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, but I can't tell you what 444 means and
for me,
333.
right, because I was
Exactly.
doing something in the moment.
Exactly.
For you, you see things and you do like throughout your
Mhm.
day, be like, you know what, this is a sign telling me to not do this or keep going with this or you know what I'm
Right.
saying. So you do get
Like
those,
pay attention where you're at and your
Yeah.
surroundings. Yep.
You know what's really
Okay.
bad though? You know it's a number where a number that I saw a lot for the longest time. For some reason, and I know it's bad, but I've seen a lot of 666. And I don't understand why that number always like finds my
Is that
eyes.
does that always correlate to a negative?
No.
No.
Okay, so it's not
Sixes
always-
or has something to do with family. Something to do with home and family. So
Mhm.
Because for the
So
longest time I saw the boxes. I'm sorry.
No, keep going. It's just
I saw the boxes like while you're like picking and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and I find myself always like gravitating either 777
yeah,
or 666.
it might be registered in your subconscious, so
Mhm.
that way you're gonna see it all the time.
Mm.
See what I mean? So
Seven's always been my number though. For some
Right.
reason, like it's always been, like that's the only because I really don't like odd numbers, at all. I'm not an odd number kind of
I
guy.
can see that.
But seven's probably the only number that I can say that I don't mind. For some reason, it never bothers me if I see a 7. I don't know. But Mario said if someone is an alpha sign, doesn't mean they play the part. Example, I'm an Aries and don't act like it.
I can't speak on that one.
Yeah, I mean
I'm
it's all like
I
the
can't. That's
zodiac
astrology.
signs.
Yeah. Vedic and Western. Like I know a lot of people into that, and they're new to this.
I have another one.
Go ahead.
So back to the being able to tell from 666, but from any number really. Like, can you tell? Because you said it all comes back to like energies and stuff. Like,
Mhm.
so if, like again throughout the day you see certain things, certain messages. You feel like, can you tell whether or not they're bad messages or they're good messages, and how can you tell that?
That's
If you can even.
yeah.
go into
I
it.
can't even.
Oh.
Warnings. I think seeing things, certain things, license plate numbers, stuff like that would help you.
So even license plate numbers.
Oh,
like,
of course. Yeah.
Really, whenever you see a number, you should be trying to pay attention, or is it like?
If
I
it
don't
sticks
know
out
when.
to you, I mean, if it sticks out
If it
to
sticks
you,
out.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So if it draws your attention, that's the way you.
Yeah.
Then you should know.
Because it's always communicating. Depending on how higher your conscious is,
Mhm.
then it's gonna connect with you.
Okay.
Because I didn't get none of this before 2012. If you asked me about this stuff, I would have said garbage, throw it in the trash. Until in 2012, I was Christian evangelist. I did what I wanted to do basically, but now I had that big breakdown. It's called awakening. Some
Mhm.
people have, and it started from there. Can't go back. So
Janelle says, "Isn't 666 time? Isn't it
6 time.
Isn't
No.
it time?
If anything, 8 would be time. Because 8 is Chronos. 8 is Saturn.
What does that mean? Time. What
Time.
would be time?
Like you mean like time on a clock.
Yeah, but I don't get that. How is
But
eight
Chron-
time?
8 is time because 8 is ruled by Saturn.
This shit don't make no sense to me right now.
But it won't make sense because he can't go into the whole thing. But like,
Fortune.
so what happens? That's what happens when two people have the
So
alpha
black-
mentality. They butt heads.
So some of the planets have stuff to do with numerology, then.
Of course.
Okay.
hmm
That's pretty interesting.
1 is the sun. You too.
So we.
We are the sun.
You are the
You're the light.
you are the leaders. You are the pioneers.
Mhm.
You're the ones that's supposed to lead us.
And what is that one from again? From
You're-
birth month?
Were you 10?
11/10.
Yeah. Okay, 10, and then he's a 1 life path.
Okay.
That's pretty.
And you're
cool.
both doing the podcast together.
Mhm.
Mm.
And you're both friendly signs in Earth astrology.
I
So.
mean, because it feels like it's predetermined. Because it's like
What is a water sign?
I could have
again?
just
How
asked.
does that- I was asking him, but keep going. I'm sorry.
I could have just like chose anybody else to do the podcast with, and for some reason, I felt like we just clicked from
Yeah,
the
and
beginning.
at that time we weren't really close.
We weren't
like
even
we were
close.
just starting to build our friendship.
If anything, she talked to my
Oh,
girlfriend.
so you guys
more than
just
she talked to me.
started.
Yeah,
she
like
talked
I
to my
saw
girlfriend
her.
more than she talked to me.
Yeah, like I was more friends with his girlfriend. I wasn't even really like that much close to her. And then the one day we decided to hang out, and I guess his first original co-host was having trouble with like his schedule and stuff like that. So I was like, all right.
You know about it.
I was just chilling here. Like it wasn't supposed to be anything. Like I just came to hang out. We just seen a movie and everything, and he
We were
was like,
talking for a long time.
he was like, do you want to do a podcast? Like this might be a good opportunity since you might be here more often. And I was like, well, I
Yeah.
guess we can work it out.
So this is something you two are going to do from now on, right?
Oh
We
yeah.
have been,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
good.
I mean, it was the first episode we did was number 3 for me, and because I did the first one with my first guest, the second one with Rodney, and then the third one was with her. And it was the time that I was doing one a week, and all that stuff. But then when I met her, like we did a podcast together, and it did very well. And it was my first podcast. People came up to me, and like said, "Oh, you guys like, that was a good episode and stuff like that." So I was like, you're gonna be here around here more often, and would you want to be my co-host? And that's pretty much, how
I was
came
gonna ask.
to
I have
fruition.
another question. So like when you meet new people, right? Like, do you want to be like? Because you said it's more of a like what draws your attention, like what number draws your attention. But when you
Right.
meet people, like let's say I meet a new person, I'm in like a grocery store or whatever. I look at the time. Like, should I be more aware of certain things when it's like new opportunities, new what I'm saying? Should I be on the lookout just like look for new meetings, make sure I'm paying
Like,
attention?
you mean like a job interview and the number go off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just pay attention to certain things when there's certain bigger new changes, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then next year, this year is 2023, which is a universal 7 years. So you want to learn as much as you have this year and apply it next year to 2024, which is an 8.
Okay.
So.
Mandy said you could have picked me. LOL. My friends are friends. Me and Mandy actually met at work, and she is almost as big as a fan as I am when it comes to Friends. By the way, rest in peace, Matthew Perry. Very sad. I cried. I still cry sometimes.
Do you want to look that
When I
up?
think about it.
I was gonna say his murder. I mean, well, his death it's thought to be a murder. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard anything.
Because
Because
apparently a bunch of posts on his Instagrams or some social media he was posting, and like in his new book he was writing hints and stuff like that to let people know that like what he was posting was really weird. Like and then he kept putting Batman symbols like, and in his book it said that if you ever see a Batman symbol from him that he needed help.
Mm.
And then
It's crazy,
he
though.
dies in a hot tub. In the hot tub that he died in, he was literally took pictures in like a few days before. So how do you drown? First of all, how do you drown in a hot tub?
Well, it says
How do you do that?
apparently it had to do with his medication and stuff like that, and it gave him the cardiac arrest. But even then, there was supposed to be a aide or like somebody that was always with him, like an assistant or something. The moment that happened, the moment that he had a cardiac arrest, his assistant stepped out to do something, and when he came back, that's when apparently I don't know how it is.
Okay, so I have his birthday.
Hmm.
So he's born August 19th, 1969.
Okay.
He's a rooster. He's in his enemy year, which is
Wow,
he's
this
in his
year's
enemy
his-
year.
Wow.
No, I'm not gonna say everyone passes away in their enemy year.
No. obviously
But
not,
yeah, but it's known
I
to
made it
happen.
past my enemy year.
Yeah, right.
Twice.
So what was he? You guys said he was like overdose or something. You know what I mean, or something.
Yeah, he had a drug addiction before, so he actually went through like the whole show.
But
like,
it wasn't.
the
He
whole
didn't
entire
die
show.
from overdose.
No,
though,
no, no,
'cause
no.
He wrote the book he wrote was about him overcoming his drug
overdosing, yeah.
abuse.
Mhm.
So
So
it was just he was taking regular heart medicine or whatever. or
yeah,
something.
throughout the whole
Mhm.
show, he had addiction with a lot of different drugs and stuff like that, and you can see it like if you watch the whole show throughout, like you'll see his struggle because he'll go from like being extremely super skinny to like being a little bit overweight, to then going like fluctuating a lot back and forth, and he says that he doesn't even remember half the time that he recorded. Like he doesn't remember half of what he records. That's how involved he was in the drugs and stuff like that. So
See that he didn't.
he overcame all that, man. It's insane to think that he overcame all that. He finally got clean. He finally beat all the odds, and then he dies like this. It's kind of really sad, but I mean, I as a fan of all of them, I'm a fan of all the people in because even Gunther, the guy that played Gunther, died a couple years ago, and it was very upsetting. Right after the reunion, actually, he passed away. So.
Thank you, Michael. By the way, I'm sorry.
This platform is great and easy to use, and you two are good health. Thank you. That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
But he did, seeing how he is normally in his posts, from going to where he posts usually to like randomly posting about being Batman or like being Matman. That's how he called himself, Matman. And then randomly doing these things. It's kind of like. I don't know if it felt like a cry for help or a cry for like attention, but it was definitely suspicious. I knew it was gonna happen eventually. Suspicious.
So then, did you? I wanted to look in. Did you look into your relationships then? What did you look into for yourself? Because you didn't look into your death, but is there like certain things that you wanted to know when you first were studying that you were like, I need to know this, like.
I need to know what my good years were.
Okay.
2020 and 2021 was great for me.
Okay.
It was a rat Knox year. I won my most money betting those years.
What?
Yeah.
Then you win a lot of money.
I
know you just did a bet.
Yeah.
And got a lot of money.
Yes, that was last year's Super Bowl. The Chiefs, like I said, everybody was on the Eagles. But what I knew with the enemy signs, he had a great year as a Tiger. Jalen Hurts had a great year, but the Tiger year ended, and it was the cat year.
Damn.
So, and the friend of a cat is the pig, which is Patrick Mahomes. And it happens, So.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, so I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Thank you for being here with us. I just want to say that you guys should definitely give him a try. He's not BSing. I'm telling you, he's told me more than I can say out here. But
and from what I've heard, it's been really interesting. Honestly,
and he is the real deal. Like I'm telling you, he's the real deal. So you should definitely give him a try, give him a listen. And I'm gonna post all his platforms on the actual YouTube and all that stuff, and even on our Facebook page, I'm gonna post all his stuff there too.
A like takes 2 seconds. I'm saying this every time, and I know if y'all watch this consistently, Mandy, I heard you do. So Mandy, if you're not liking it, what are you really doing? You know what I'm saying?
We tell you this.
Doing? I'm sorry.
You know what? I'm gonna have to do this again. I'm gonna have to do this again.
We need the love.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Do it. Just do it. It takes you 2 seconds. And if you like our videos, all you have to do is just turn on the notification bell, and that video will pop up. It'll pop up, and you'll never miss an episode. And I guarantee you, from now on...
You don't want to, because we're awesome and crazy, and it's all over the place, but you love it, so keep coming back and keep showing love.
And
I see big things. Big things coming. Big things coming.
Thank you.
And I'm telling you right now, our Christmas special is going to be very, very cool.
Oh,
we're going to be in
having Christmas matching
PJs.
We're cool as fuck, swag as hell.
We're gonna be matching PJs, and even our guests. I want a guest, if we have a guest that day, for them to have matching PJs. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a really interesting episode. Is there anything you want to say?
Just give them out any links that I have. You can drop it at the bottom.
Awesome. Well, this has been this episode. Thank you so much for the people joining on our first live. I know that we wanted a little bit more people to pop up, and a lot of people said they were gonna be here and they couldn't, but the people that are here, you guys are awesome. You guys are amazing. And even if you weren't here, comment any questions you have about it. He will be more than happy to help you out.
Just shoot me a DM.
Yeah.
Shoot me a DM through Facebook or Twitter. I don't think my Twitter, but I'll give it to him after.
Yeah. If you guys want to be aware, you guys want to be woke, whatever the hell. So get woke and get with him he can let you know. Any
other questions? I've helped people get promotions.
See?
Yeah, last month she actually paid me to do it. What should I do? I'm going for promotion. She's a nurse and she was going to move up. And I told her and she made it.
That's awesome.
Because she was transitioning. Well, I'm going to tell you guys after the show's over.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Oh.
Okay.
You can show us?
Yeah, I'll show you how. I'll show you how. Like I was telling you earlier.
We'll get the VIP, baby. We get the VIP. So if you want, even now. Now after this.
Oh shit.
Now after this.
Shit, we're gonna run it up now. I need.
Now after this, we're gonna get the VIP service. So you know what I'm saying. We'll even post about that and even more boost up his stuff because I know for a fact it's gonna be insane. All right, guys, we love you so much. Thank you for coming again.
Pod.
See you on the next pod.
Yeah, baby.
How?
And all sessions.